Ezra Miller has apologised for his recent actions, and it seems in doing so has revealed what Warner Bros. Discovery have decided to do with the Flash film and the future of the DCEU. Hey everyone, welcome back to our movie news. I have finally returned from vacation and it is good to be back. As far as I am aware, I am staying put for the rest of the year, so there will be a lot of videos being released until then, keeping you up to date with the DC universe. Now on with the video. Whilst the Flash film has been the main topic of discussion over the past few days, and rightly so, Dwayne the Rock Johnson has also made some comments regarding a Black Adam vs Shazam movie that was in the works prior to the Shazam solo movie, which has upset a lot of fans. But we start with the Flash film, scheduled to be released on June 23rd, 2023. Now, back on August 11th, The Hollywood Reporter revealed that Warner Bros. Discovery were considering 3 scenarios for the Flash film. The first was going to be Ezra Miller giving an interview explaining his erratic behaviour and then doing limited press. The second was Ezra Miller playing no part in the film's promotion, and the third was that they were going to completely scrap the film. Now, when that news was revealed, a lot of DC fans started to panic, worrying that yet another DC film was going to be scrapped. But it appears that won't be the case, as Ezra Miller has made a public statement regarding his actions. He said in an exclusive interview with Variety, "I want to apologise to everyone that I have alarmed and upset with my past behaviour. I am committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a healthy, safe and productive stage in my life." He went on to say, "Having recently gone through a time of intense crisis, I now understand that I am suffering complex mental health issues and have begun ongoing treatment. So first of all, I've said before, I hope Ezra gets the help he needs, and it's good to see that he is now getting that help. I don't want to get into the drama side of things with his apology, as I want to focus on what it means for DC films." Now, if we look back at what the 3 options were, it seems like Warner Bros. Discovery chose option 1, which means the Flash film won't be scrapped and instead will be released next year. Now, what does this mean for the DCEU heading forward, especially with the announcement of a 10-year plan for DC? Well, I imagine that they won't allow the film to be released the way it is, as I don't think it will fit in with whatever the 10-year plan is. So, I imagine that they will do reshoots, and I'm hoping those reshoots incorporate BATFLECK and Cavill's Superman. Obviously, in an ideal world for me, the 10-year plan would build up to an updated Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3, that incorporates the new DCEU characters being brought in. But we currently don't know what the 10-year plan involves, so I guess we will have to wait for some more news. But according to Geekosity, Ben Affleck will film additional scenes for the Flash movie. Now, before you roll your eyes at Geekosity and Sil Abdul, they did report that Ben Affleck would be in Aquaman 2 a day before Jason Momoa announced it, and no other news outlet or scooper claimed the same thing. So very recently, they have got something right. I'm not saying they are 100% reliable, but I'm also not saying we should ignore what they have to say, because they have been correct. Don't put all your hopes into their scoops, but don't dismiss them straight away. And with this scoop, in all honesty, it makes sense. Affleck is back in Aquaman 2, and they're working on a 10-year plan for the DCEU. And Batman is arguably the biggest DC character of all time. You're gonna want to use that character a lot, and I don't think Keaton would want to do that. Having Batfleck back makes sense, and shooting more scenes for the Flash would imply that he will have a larger role in the film, or his final destination will change. Keaton will only appear in one DC film now, as Batgirl has been scrapped, so his future within the DCEU has become uncertain. Now, I'm not saying I'm happy that Batgirl got scrapped, but I think David Zaslav has made a lot of right decisions with DC already. He is creating high standards for DC, only wanting quality movies being released, and he clearly didn't think Batgirl met that standard. Now, obviously, it's heartbreaking for the Batgirl cast, crew, and fans, and I do really feel bad for them, but I'm not upset from a DC fan standpoint, as I have a lot of faith in David Zaslav, and his words and actions have impressed me a lot. I hold high standards for DC films, and Zaslav does too. So if he doesn't think a film is good enough, then I believe him. He has Alan Horn by his side now, a legend in the film industry, who helped build the Marvel Cinematic Universe, something that I absolutely love. If Warner Bros. Discovery don't think a film is good enough, or think a film is heading in the wrong direction, then I have faith that they will make the right decisions. Zaslav said he thinks he can make the upcoming DC films even better, and to me, that sounds like reshoots and additional photography, which is why I think the Geekosity article about Batfleck is more believable. If DC is planning 10 years into the future, then the new DC films need to fit in with that future, otherwise they are completely pointless. They won't mean anything to the future of the DC universe if they don't fit in with that 10-year plan. Now, one of those new DC films is Black Adam, which is coming out this October. Dwayne Johnson has made some comments that appear to have upset a few people. In an interview with Vanity Fair, he said, "When the first draft of the movie came to us, it was a combination of Black Adam and Shazam, two origin stories in one movie. Now, that was the goal, so it wasn't a complete surprise. But when I read that, I just knew in my gut, we can't make this movie like this. We would be doing Black Adam an incredible disservice. It would have been fine for Shazam, having two origin stories converge in one movie, but not for Black Adam." So according to Dwayne Johnson, Shazam can have a movie where the focus is on two origin stories for two characters, but it would have been a disservice to Black Adam if he had to share the screen time. That doesn't sound exactly fair to Shazam. I think he's a big enough character that he too would have been given a disservice if he had to share an origin film with another character. Now, I am excited for both Shazam Fury of the Gods and Black Adam, as they both look really good, but I am worried about how much The Rock is building up Black Adam. Sure, he's a powerful villain or anti-hero that can take on Superman, but he's treating the character like he will be at the centre of the DC universe, and I really disagree with that. I think the centre of the DC universe should be the trinity of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Those three characters are where the DCEU began, and are the biggest heroes in the DC universe. That is where the DC universe should be built around, not Black Adam. That quote from Dwayne Johnson is slightly worrying for his mindset of the DC universe, but I'm sure Warner Bros. Discovery will make the right decision. DC's future looks really exciting. They are building a 10-year plan for DC and won't rush films out if they don't think they are good enough or ready to be released. They want high-quality films, which is exactly what I and most fans want. The company is being organised and is heading in the right direction. It may look scary right now, but we need to be patient. Zaslav and his team are having to organise and fix the mess the old regime created, and that looks very brutal right now. But in time, as things start to settle down, DC should become organised and a clear path should be created. As I've always said, patience is key. Whether or not Zack Snyder can be involved in that exciting future is currently unknown, but what I will say is Zaslav has an advisor who is a fan of Zack Snyder, and I think with this new 10-year plan for DC, Snyder could very easily fit into that plan. Remember, hope never dies. Just before we end the video, I want to say how happy I am to be back. Sure, I loved my vacation and it was great to relax, but in doing so, I realised how much I love talking and theorising about these movies with you. And seeing the excitement or just general discussion about these movies in the comments is such a great thing to see. So thank you for the constant support. I know I make mistakes and I know sometimes I make errors in judgment, but I am open to learning and improving, not just in my videos, but as a person. So thank you to the incredible community here on YouTube. I hope we can continue to talk about the movies we love for years to come. But that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. I hope to see you here again soon. So until then, have a great day. Bye.